It is day number 3 from the 2021 Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship from Alajuela, Costa Rica. It's the final 2 games of the group stage, and we come to you in Group C. It is Turks and Caicos taking on Trinidad and Tobago, and a lot on the line in this one today on the sand, as the winner will advance to the knockout stages of this competition. Both teams 0-2 coming in. Both teams have lost to Costa Rica and the United States. Turks and Caicos an 11-1 loss against the U.S. on Monday, followed by a 5-1 loss against Costa Rica on Tuesday, while Trinidad and Tobago a tough 5-3 loss against Costa Rica on Monday before losing 5-2 against the United States on Tuesday. It's been a strong third period for Trinidad and Tobago in the first 2 matches, and we'll see what they have here today and see if they can get things going early. Turks and Caicos a much more promising performance yesterday against Costa Rica, while against the United States they were out of it quite early, as the United States put up 11 goals in that one. So we have already figured out a few of the teams that are moving on, and we do know that the third place team will advance from Group C, which is why the winner of this game today, whether it be in extra time or in penalties or even in regulation, will move on to the next round. Trinidad and Tobago trying to advance out of the group stage for the 4th straight CONCACAF Beach Soccer Championship, while Turks and Caicos is looking for just their 2nd win all time. They are 1-11, and this is their 4th appearance at the CONCACAF Beach Soccer Championship. So a lot on the line for both of these nations today as we try to fill out the final few spots in the knockout stages. We already know the United States and Costa Rica are through. They will battle that out for first place in the group after this game. But the matter is at hand. Trinidad and Tobago, Turks and Caicos, winner moves on, loser goes home. We're building up to first kick here from Alajuela.
Damas y caballeros, le damos la bienvenida a los equipos nacionales de Trinidad Tobago, su similar de Turcos y Caicos.
So here come the teams led out by today's referees. Trinidad and Tobago will be in the red tops and black shorts, and in all blue will be Turks and Caicos. As we mentioned, a lot on the line for both of these teams here today. As the winner moves on, the loser goes home. Both teams looking for their first win of this competition. They have battled through some tough defeats in the previous 2 days, but here on day number 3, it's the business end of the group stage. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Trinidad and Tobago and Turks and Caicos will step aside for national anthems, then get you set for first kick here from Alajuela.
Damas y caballeros, les pedimos por favor ponerse de pie para escuchar los himnos nacionales de Trinidad y Tobago, seguido de la Turcos y Caicos.
So building up to first kick between Turks and Caicos and Trinidad and Tobago. And let's meet our referees as well as both of the captains, James Rene for Turks and Caicos, Ryan Augustine for Trinidad and Tobago. And the referee in the middle today will be Mario Nava from Mexico, second official, David Cruz from El Salvador, and third referee will be Miguel Lopez from Guatemala, while Carlos Santamaria will be the timekeeper. He's from Costa Rica. Good colors out there on the sand today with the red and the blue kits for either side. And final preparations for both of these teams getting out onto the sand. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. We'll start with Trinidad and Tobago. Jabari Gray gets the start in goal once again. Josh Baird also gets his first start of this competition, while Lemuel Lyons and Hakeem King, along with Omri Baird, each will start for the second straight day. On the other side for Turks and Caicos, the first change to the starting lineup for Chris Bryan as Jeff Beljour steps in after his first goal of the competition. He moves Alex Bryan to the bench, while Pendiano Brooks will also start in goal. He's been one of the bright spots for this Turks and Caicos side, scoring that goal against the United States on Monday. Well, so far just 2 goals for this Turks and Caicos side, 5 for Trinidad and Tobago. It'll be Turks and Caicos to start here with possession off the opening kickoff, and we'll see what they can get started. Remember, almost all of the goals that Trinidad and Tobago have scored have been in the third period. That is something to watch as we get things started here today. Just waiting on the whistle from Mario Nava, and we'll get things underway here from Alajuela. Of course, we mentioned a lot on the line. Winner goes home. Pardon me, winner moves on, loser goes home. And now we are just about set to go as Ledson Jerome will get the first touch on this, and we are underway. Opening shot is well out of play. So already some results in the books today, finishing out groups A and B. As Guatemala took care of the Dominican Republic 10-1. Well, Mexico beat Panama 5-3 as well. Baird trying to get this ahead for King, and it's knocked out of play. Long throw, and this one headed away, and Brooks will not be able to get there. It'll be a throw and now coming for Trinidad and Tobago. Throw-in coming for King. First time on the volley, puts it out of play. Some early warning signs here for Turks and Caicos. Good start for Trinidad and Tobago here in the opening minute. Pendiano Brooks now distributes downfield. And all the way back for Jabari Gray. It's been a pretty much split in goal between Jabari Gray and Zane Coker. Coker did suffer an injury, though, towards the end of yesterday's match, so we'll see if he gets in today. So Jabari Gray gets his second straight start, and he'll line one up and send one out of play. Bit of a cloudy day here in Alajuela, but temperatures still up near 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A warm day in the middle of Costa Rica. It's knocked back for Gray once again, and he'll distribute out wide for Lemuel Lyons. Baird coming into the middle, able to keep possession. Omri Baird gets this wide. Josh Baird dribbling through, and Pendiano Brooks forced into a save. He's way out of his goal now, and he really needs to get back in. He does in just the right amount of time as Hakeem King steps in, dribbling through, trying to keep possession. Swing and a miss by Lemuel Lyons, but still able to keep it here for Trinidad and Tobago. And a dangerous back pass looking for his goalkeeper, Jabari Gray. Kept in play by Omri Baird, now knocked out, and a throw-in coming for Trinidad and Tobago. Played ahead. Here's the captain, Augustine, who scores! One of his first touches on the field, and he gives Trinidad and Tobago a lead 3 minutes in. A big goal for Ryan Augustine. His third of this competition. Scored 2 goals against Costa Rica on Monday. And now he opens the scoring today against Turks and Caicos. A dream start here for Trinidad and Tobago as they look to advance on to the knockout stages of this competition. This deflects off of Alex Bryan and out of play. Long throw coming from Pendiano Brooks. The bicycle kick attempt is missed there by Mackinson Cadet. So the other 3 games in the books today, as we mentioned, Mexico beating Panama 5-3 in Group A, Guatemala taking down the Dominican Republic 10-1, and El Salvador taking down the Bahamas 7-2. Shot coming, and there's another goal for Trinidad and Tobago. Coming all the way from the back, and that's Jabari Gray, the goalkeeper. So Trinidad and Tobago able to double its advantage, and a beautiful strike from all the way at the back. And now this is real trouble for Turks and Caicos. They knew what they had to do coming into today, and already it's been a tough go of things against this Trinidad and Tobago side. Here's Gray again. Playing this forward, McDougall on the volley. Deflects off of Bryan and out for a corner kick. McDougal will take this. Towards the back post, headed on and in. Right over the outstretched arm of Pendiano Brooks. And there's Kevon Woodley, finally on the score sheet for Trinidad and Tobago. One of the all-time leading goal scorers in Trinidad and Tobago beach soccer history. And he finally gets it. Oh, pardon me, that was actually Shaloon Bob who stepped in front. There were two heads right there, but it's Shaloon Bob who gets the goal. Number 4, and that's his first goal of this competition, so Kevon Woodley still waiting for that goal. And off the kickoff again, the shot well out of play. Couldn't have asked for a better start here from Trinidad and Tobago in this first period. Gray, Bob, and Augustine, the goal scorers. This one headed forward, back into the middle, Baird. Shot comes on and out of play. Well, this is a big game in terms of goal difference now for Trinidad and Tobago. If they can hold on to this advantage and stretch out their lead, they could become the top third-place team in the Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship that advances on. The other third-place team is the Bahamas. They were 1-0-2 on 3 points, and their goal difference is +3. So that is something to watch as this game continues. Trinidad and Tobago coming in at -5. This is flipped over and just tipped over by Pendiano Brooks. So already that goal difference is down to -2. And that would affect who plays who in the next round. The lowest seeded third place team will take on the highest seeded first place team. And right now that is shaping up to be El Salvador. The United States also has a chance. This flip forward, oh, and a tough bounce right in front of Hakeem King. Took away the opportunity at a shot. This is thrown downfield. Deflected back. Turks and Caicos really have not been able to get on the ball much at all in this first period today. Shot comes on, deflected, and caught by Pendiano Brooks. Magny gets this wide. Delva's shot saved. Jabari Gray keeping this a 3-0 advantage for Trinidad and Tobago. Towards the back post and over the head of Jepte Francois. Clock will stop as they track down another ball. Jabari Gray has played a big part already in this first period, a goal and a big save. So I'll decide to kick this one back in. Thrown downfield and knocked all the way out of play. Who did this go off of last? This will be a goal clearance for Turks and Caicos and Pendiano Brooks. Well, you felt that Turks and Caicos would have to keep this a low-scoring game. They've only scored 1 goal in each of the previous 2 matches. The overhead kick is blocked down. Cutting in field, shot comes on and dealt with well by Jabari Gray. Will take a few touches now outside of his penalty area. Gray to the left side. Augustine, already a goal scorer today. Now back for Gray. Flipping this up. Shaloon Bob gets this to the end line. McDougal. And it's a corner kick coming for Trinidad and Tobago. Sent in from the corner. And it'll be a foul against Trinidad and Tobago. Looked like it was Herbie Magny going down. It was Magny, which means he will take this free kick opportunity. Chance to test Jabari Gray if they can put this one on frame. Here comes the attempt. Magny's shot is just wide. Good attempt. We've seen players try to hit that into the sand and look for a bounce right in front of goal, but he was going all airborne on the way. Just couldn't put it on frame. McDougall has it saved by Brooks. Deflecting around, Brooks just has to send this out of play. To dribble through there was Wilkins Sylvans. He thought he was fouled. Augustine comes away with it now for Trinidad and Tobago. Flipped wide, McDougall. Augustine to the end line, was able to keep that in play. And then Brooks had to put that out. And it's another corner kick coming for Trinidad and Tobago. 2 minutes to go in this first period that has belonged to the team in red and black. Brooks, an easy collection all the way downfield. Was knocked away by Gray, and he'll then get it right back. Just over the head and out of play. Tough bounce there for Gray. It almost fell for the Turks and Caicos player, Ledson Jerome. Omri Baird. This is headed away. Is there something in this final minute or so for either of these teams, but more so for Turks and Caicos, just to give something for Trinidad and Tobago to think about after this first period? Long throw coming. Gray out of his area, has to go off the chest. Gray takes a couple of steps forward. He'll take a shot on. It's another goal for the goalkeeper. Jabari Gray dribbling out and taking a shot on. Look at this strike. Able to find some space, get it on his right foot. Maybe a slight deflection there on the way in. Hendiano Brooks could not keep it out, so that's a first period brace for Jabari Gray, the Trinidad and Tobago goalkeeper. Playing this out wide, Alex Bryan over the top. Get it in the final 30 seconds, and this is really starting to spiral out of control here for Turks and Caicos as Brooks called into action very quickly. Quick throw in. Baird trying to get this wide. Baird will now keep possession through Gray at the back. Baird couldn't collect it here. Josh Baird on the near side. Last 10 seconds. Sylvans loses it out of play, and that'll do it for this first period. It's a first period that has belonged to Trinidad and Tobago, maybe 1 foot now into the knockout stages. But still 24 minutes to go. Does Turks and Caicos have a response? We'll step aside. Highlights in the second period on the way. Highlights from the first period of action between Trinidad and Tobago and Turks and Caicos. A lot on the line as the winner is moving on, the loser is going home. And pretty much right off the bat, this first period belonging to Trinidad and Tobago. There was the first goal by Ryan Augustine, the captain. Pretty much his first touch of the ball after coming off the bench, and he was able to score it, the captain scoring his third goal. Then from the back, the first of two goals for the goalkeeper, Jabari Gray, just lofting this right over the top of Pendiano Brooks. Then Shaloon Bob, a header back across the face of goal. That made it 3-0 to Trinidad and Tobago. They were really off and running after that, and you could see the frustration from Pendiano Brooks. Trinidad and Tobago would have a couple of more chances as this first period rolled along. But the last goal would go to that man right there. That's the goalkeeper. A physical first period, and Jabari Gray would have to make a couple of saves during the first 12 minutes as well. And so would Pendiano Brooks. But right now it looks like Trinidad and Tobago could be getting into the knockout stages based on their performance so far. And here was the final goal of that period coming from the goalkeeper. It was a bit of trouble there at the back, but he turns it in to a goal. So we're getting set for the second period of action. It's Turks and Caicos, and it's Trinidad and Tobago. So here we go. Second period of action is now underway. Trinidad and Tobago looking to add on to its advantage. And a new goalkeeper in now. It's Zane Coker, who was injured yesterday in the game against the United States, but is apparently fit enough to play here today. On the volley, Josh Baird swinging a miss and out of play. Played back for Pendiano Brooks. He's already scored in this competition as this attempt goes out of play. Baird trying to switch the play, looking for Omri Baird. Going down there is James Renee, and he's still down, and play will have to be stopped. He's helped back to his feet by Lemuel Lyons. Throw in coming. And I think that went off the hand. Yeah, it did. Of Hakeem King. And this will be a direct free kick opportunity for Turks and Caicos. Long attempt coming, driven into the sand and taken on a bounce by Zane Coker. It was Ledson Jerome. This is one back. Cadet. Played back for Pendiano Brooks. Here's Coker. Baird. And this one headed out of play. Another catch here for Brooks. He'll throw it downfield, trying to distribute for Herbney Magny. Looks like it'll be a throw-in coming. Yeah, it will be a throw-in for Trinidad and Tobago. Here's Coker. Now Augustine. Bob ahead for McDougal. McDougal trying to turn the corner. His attempt is saved at the near post by Pendiano Brooks. Jeff Beljour gets this wide. Now Ryan Augustine. Played ahead. Here's Woodley, still looking for that first goal. He came in with 26 goals at this competition all time. That was good for 6th best at the start of this competition. We've seen some tremendous goal scorers already, including Batres for El Salvador, who scored 4 goals in the 15-1 win over the Dominican Republic the other day. Here's Woodley, his shot blocked down. Throw-in coming for Trinidad and Tobago. And a player down is Jeff Beljour, who's the goal scorer yesterday for Turks and Caicos. Here's another look at it. Maybe just an awkward landing there for Beljour. Throw-in coming from Augustine. Here's McDougal, his shot. Oh, it's fizzed wide. Good attempt there from McDougal as a tough angle. And just couldn't redirect that into that far post area. Back into the middle. A sliding challenge. This might open up for Alex Bryan, and he pulls one back for Turks and Caicos. There is a lifeline for the team in blue. So there is the first goal for Alex Bryan in this competition. He scored a hat trick in 2019 against the U.S. Virgin Islands in the final game, in which they scored 6 goals but still lost 8-6. Trying to draw on some of that here today in the final few minutes of this game as we play in the second period. Player down here for Turks and Caicos. Might have gotten hit there on the side of the head, and that's Herbney Magny. See what they're going to do here. Well, this might just be a drop ball. not be a direct free kick. So the referee, Mario Nava, will drop this. It'll go back to Zane Coker, and we get play back underway. All the way downfield, a goal clearance now coming for Pendiano Brooks. Long throw. Falls for Baird. Josh Baird whipping this across and wide. Another goal clearance now for Pendiano Brooks and Turks and Caicos. Knocked ahead, and Akeem King puts it out of play. Approaching the midway point of this second period. Flip forward, the header is in! Ledson Jerome, almost out of nothing for Turks and Caicos, and they pulled another one back. Just a long throw from Pendiano Brooks. Knocked forward by Irby Magny. There was nobody on that side of the field. A fortuitous bounce on the header. And it's all of a sudden 4-2. So Ledson Jerome, his first goal of this competition for the 22-year-old. Knocked forward, Brooks there to make the save. Play is stopped as Brooks got a face full of sand there. I know just needs some water to clear that sand out of his eyes. Big collision there. Another look at it here as Brooks still down. As Akeem King, I can see all that sand just flash right up off the ground, and yeah, he'd need a minute. It'll be another one of those drop ball situations where they'll just play this back to the goalkeeper and they'll get on with things. Now we're right at the midway point of this second period. And all of a sudden, Turks and Caicos have made this interesting. It's now 4-2. Coker way out of goal and living dangerously there. Shot comes on, and this one wide by Shaloon Bob. Long throw. It's knocked away by Augustine. Brooks, he'll take this on, deflected, and that might have been a handball as the player was trying to shield himself, and that's exactly what it's going to be. So a free kick now coming. It'll be goalkeeper against goalkeeper. Here it is again. Brooks was trying to line this up. Yeah, Woodley knocked that down. So a long free kick coming. This is a big moment here in this match. They've cut the deficit in half. Brooks, his shot was always going wide. A missed opportunity there for for the goalkeeper, Pendiano Brooks, here in this second period with now 5 minutes to go. Played back, Coker able to make the catch. He'll distribute. Augustine, ahead for McDougall. Augustine saved! Great build-up play, and Brooks holding that right wrist. That was a hard shot coming on. Really nice build-up play from Trinidad and Tobago. And on the volley, Brooks just able to get a hand on it. Sent in front, headed up, and then finally cleared. This might open up. Jerome back into the middle. Shot comes on. It was saved by Zane Coker. McDougall turning the corner, crossing, and out of play. Corner kick up coming. Header comes on, and it loops in! Catching Brooks off his line. Shaloon Bob has a brace. It's 5-2 Trinidad and Tobago. Just lofting this up over the top, and similar to that first goal, Bob's header going back across the face of goal towards that back post and catching Brooks out. So Bob, the defender, Jabari Gray, the goalkeeper, the two players with a brace so far today for Trinidad and Tobago. And another shot off the restart will go out of play. That's a big goal for Trinidad and Tobago here as this second period winds down, just to regain some of that momentum. Played forward again. Knocked down. Bryan gets this ahead. Heavy first touch. The whistle comes. It was Wildens Delva going down, and it will be a free kick for Delva. Right about at midfield.
Se viene el tiro libre a favor de la selección de Turcos y Caicos. Es del jugador número 4. Sí, número 4, Wildens Delva. En ese momento tiene la opción.
Trying to find the right spot here to place it down. Wildens Delva, the 29-year-old. Clearing a runway here. Delva. Oh, he skies it. Couldn't get it done there. This is really going to set up a frantic third period if the score stays as it is now. And Sylvans is fouled. This will be another free kick upcoming for Turks and Caicos. They've not been able to take advantage of their set pieces. But another opportunity here. He was fouled by Josh Baird. Here it goes. Wilkins Sylvans. His shot was wide. Play down the line. Cutting in field. trying to get a shot away is Gregory. Bryant taking off the ball. Fight for this one. We'll go to Turks and Caicos. Coker distributes into the corner. Augustine puts this out of play. Brooks now. Right back for Coker. 90 seconds to play here in this second period. Shalom Bob. McDougal out of play. Ambitious effort there from McDougal. I'll stop the clock here with 1:07 left in this second period. That's because Ryan Augustine is down. Put back in play, Beljour. This one clipped in. What's the call going to be? So Augustine got in the way there. Here it is again. Could be the high foot there. Towards the head area of Augustine as he was bending down, and it will be a free kick opportunity for Augustine. He has scored 2 of these already this week of various lengths. One from about midfield, one from much deeper than that. So a dangerous player standing over this set piece now for Trinidad and Tobago. Under a minute to go in this second period. Here it goes, and out of play. Thrown down the middle. Going towards goal, this sneaks in. On the turn, Turks and Caicos pull another one back. Irby Magny. And it's 5-3. Just turning around his back to goal. Why not have a shot, and somehow it sneaks in. Magny's first goal of this competition. He did score 1 against Panama in 2019. Shot comes on. It's saved by Brooks. Good attempt off the kickoff. Turks and Caicos really making this a game. Shot is pushed away. McDougal scores! Another easy finish for David McDougal. And he gets his 3rd goal of this competition. It's now 6-3 with 2 seconds left in the second. Good save initially by Brooks, but was not able to make the second one. It seems every time Turks and Caicos have made an effort to get back in it, Trinidad and Tobago have had a good response. Played wide, chance for one shot, and that will end this second period. So a lot of goals to go around in this period, but still the lead is with Trinidad and Tobago. It's a 6-3 advantage. We'll head to the third period, and Trinidad and Tobago 12 minutes away from the knockout stages. Highlights from the second period of action and plenty of goals to go around for both sides. As Pendiano Brooks was called into action quite a few times during that period. Trinidad and Tobago always looked dangerous, but Alex Bryan would eventually find a goal for Turks and Caicos. Deflecting in off the leg of Ryan Augustine, who couldn't get the block in. And Pendiano Brooks distributing for Irby Magny, and then the header coming on, a fortunate bounce for Ledson Jerome. And that was the second goal of the period for Turks and Caicos, but then just minutes later, it was Shaloon Bob. Little header right back across the face of goal. And able to get another one for Trinidad and Tobago. And Shaloon Bob has a brace already in this game. Some free kicks also for both teams, and none of them were scored, but still some big moments for both sides in that second period. And just before the end of it, it would be Turks and Caicos getting another goal, and then Trinidad and Tobago, as they have done multiple times, answering right back. So as we stand at the end of two periods, it is 6-3 Trinidad and Tobago. So here we go, third period of action. 12 minutes stand between Trinidad and Tobago and the knockout stages. It looks like they'll redo this. And now this third period can get underway. Another issue here is maybe third time's the charm. The yellow card issued to somebody. And it looks like Josh Baird potentially. This shot taken on, blocked down, and out of play. Switch of play. Here's Omri Baird. Kept in play. Josh Baird. Still Baird. Throw in now for Trinidad and Tobago. Coming in. Bicycle kick attempt is out of play. Hudson Jerome, long throw coming. Brian is going through the back of Josh Baird. It'll be a free kick now for Trinidad and Tobago. Real sense of urgency now for Turks and Caicos. If they're not able to get a point out of this game, they will be headed home. The winner moves on, the loser heads home. So here comes the free kick. It's nowhere near goal. King trying to turn the corner. His shot blocked out of play by Rene. And it's going to be a corner kick. Sent into the middle, but the whistle came first. And back to Turks and Caicos. Laid down the middle. And Turks and Caicos not able to get anything on it. Rene. And this will go against Trinidad and Tobago. Could have gone either way. But luckily for Turks and Caicos, they get the benefit of the doubt. And they'll get a free kick now. So here we go, another free kick opportunity. Can Turks and Caicos finally take advantage of this? Shot comes on and just wide. That was a better attempt. Coming into the middle. Oh, chance for Magny. He was appealing for a handball. He will not get the call there. Woodley goes down as Brooks distributes back downfield, and Jabari Gray, who's back in goal for Trinidad and Tobago, comes to claim it. 2 goals for Gray today, the goalkeeper. Long throw, Woodley, wide. Great attempt there from Kevon Woodley. Really set up nicely, but couldn't find the frame of the goal. Brooks downfield. Failed attempt at that bicycle kick. Now they go again. This is blocked down. McDougall going down. Play continues. Play down the middle. Fight for it here. Baird has it saved. On the turn, stays in play. Sylvans trying his attempt at a bicycle kick that fails. And now Gray able to claim. Shot comes on and just wide. Another one from David McDougall. He scored some tap-ins in this tournament, but he was going for something spectacular there. Beljour has it saved, and it's knocked down just in front and cleared away. McDougall. You can really see Turks and Caicos starting to throw some more numbers forward. And this will be a foul and a free kick now. So D'Agostine setting up for this free kick attempt. Remember, he's already scored 2 free kicks in this competition in the previous 2 matches. A 6-3 advantage for Trinidad and Tobago. Can he add to it? He cannot, as this goes wide. Long throw. This is knocked out of play. Corner kick here for Turks and Caicos. Sent into the back post. This dribbles out of play. Lions plays this back for Gray. Throw-in comes, header on and in. Turks and Caicos pull another one back. Irby Magny. It's now 6-4 with 6:15 to play. The header just sneaks by Jabari Gray. Played out wide. Playing back into the middle. Shot comes on. Saved by Brooks. Towards the back post, and it's headed away again. So it's shaping up now that the winner of this game will most likely be taking on El Salvador. Well, the winner of the group will take on Guatemala. That's how the bracket is shaping out right now. Which means it looks like the Bahamas will take on Mexico as the other third place team. But Who will that third place team be out of this Group C? Still 5 minutes to go, and Turks and Caicos hanging in there. The underdogs coming in this group. And a whistle will stop play. It looks like a handball and a free kick coming for Turks and Caicos. There it is again. It was a close call on Lemuel Lyons. The referee clearing a lane here for the free kick. Looks like Wilkins Sylvans will take this. Sylvans skies this out of play. Headed down, Gray claims this. Under 5 minutes to go. Can Turks and Caicos find 2 goals to at least get this to extra time? Kick is saved. Belshore for Turks and Caicos. Out of play and to Trinidad and Tobago. Another look at that bicycle kick attempt and the save by Pendiano Brooks. Here's Augustine. Augustine! Off the top of the crossbar and out of play. Sylvans couldn't keep possession. Time running thin here on Turks and Caicos. McDougall plays this back for Augustine. Augustine will have a go and send it wide. Sent downfield towards the end line. Shaloon Bob, his shot, out of play. Looks like somebody getting a yellow card. Jepte Francois. Looks like a yellow card also issued to James Rene. Long throw is out of play. Throw in here for Turks and Caicos. Deflected back to Brooks. The urgency has to be there now from Turks and Caicos. Shot is dribbling in and taken by Gray. Switch of play. Remember, the United States and Costa Rica coming up next. Winner wins the group. But here today, chance here, Turks and Caicos 6-5, 2:18 to go. What a comeback this could be. A lifeline here for Turks and Caicos.
El marcador se pone 6 unidades para Trinidad y Tobago, 5 para Turcos y Caicos a falta de 2 minutos.
Look at the finish by Jeff Beljour. First goal today, second of the tournament. And look at this finish we have on our hands. Trinidad and Tobago now trying to defend for their lives. And Turks and Caicos need one more goal to force overtime. Remember, the winner moves on, loser goes home. King sends it wide. And the clock begins to tick. Turks and Caicos know they need that one goal to tie this up. Long throw is headed away. There's still plenty of time left to go, but they know they need that goal. Here's King. They look to switch the play. Gregory. Now for Baird. They have to put some pressure on this Trinidad and Tobago side to make a mistake. Here's Brian. Taken by Brooks, and he'll distribute to the far side. Shot is blocked down. It's in Jerome there. Throw in comes. It's headed away. Put back in. Somebody in a blue jersey get there. Yes, Cadet. Flipping this to nobody on this near side as we near a minute to play. Here, Turks and Caicos got to give everything you got now. 1 minute to go. Long throw is headed back into the middle. McDougal able to win it. McDougal turning the corner. His cross is cleared away. But that's not going to do it right now. For Turks and Caicos, they know they need a goal, and now time really starting to get thin. Some pressure here at the back on Jabari Gray. Under 30 seconds to go. Just trying to play keep away now. McDougal scores! And that should do it! Trinidad and Tobago off to the knockout stage. Well, that was a big goal there for David McDougal. Just sneaking that under the arms of Brooks. And reality now starting to set in for Turks and Caicos. McDougal, his second goal today, and is fourth in this competition. Well, what a comeback it was for Turks and Caicos. And ultimately, it looks like it just won't be enough. Shot comes on, it's just pushed away. And Turks and Caicos will have to go quick, and I don't think there'll be enough time. Magny, wide. Final seconds tick away. And Trinidad and Tobago gets the 3 points. They are off to the knockout stages for the fourth straight time. And on the other side for Turks and Caicos, they came so close. They've won just one game in this competition's history. And instead they end 0-3, not enough to advance. A tough exit for Turks and Caicos, but for Trinidad and Tobago, it'll be a date with El Salvador coming up on Friday. So the top two teams in the group will be decided after this, but for now it finishes. Trinidad and Tobago 7, Turks and Caicos 5. Highlights from the third and final period between Turks and Caicos and Trinidad and Tobago, and what a period this was. Back and forth with Trinidad and Tobago just trying to put this one away, but Turks and Caicos would not let that happen. They would stay right in this thing, and they would even cut it to a 1-goal deficit and make it 6-5 at one point, but in the end, just not enough. Chances for both sides throughout this 12 minutes, but Turks and Caicos not able to get it done when it came down to the business end of it. And Trinidad and Tobago just had that killer instinct there at the end. There was Herbie Magny's goal, just to keep making things interesting for Turks and Caicos. This little glancing header that just was able to fall past the line and in. And Pendiano Brooks, of course, coming up with some big saves for Turks and Caicos throughout the 12 minutes. Kevon Woodley nearly scoring a spectacular goal on the bicycle kick. And same thing with Ryan Augustine, but both not able to find the back of the net here in this period. It would be just 1 goal scored in the period by Trinidad and Tobago, as Turks and Caicos really hung around and tried to make it interesting. There was the goal, and it would come from Jeff Beljour, his second straight game with a goal, as he would hobble off, but in the end, McDougall, he would provide the final blow for Turks and Caicos and put it away for Trinidad and Tobago as they advance on to the knockout stages for the 4th straight time. Well, we'll wrap things up here in Group C. Coming up next, it's the USA and Costa Rica. The winner wins the group, and the second place team will be the loser. But for now, Trinidad and Tobago takes down Turks and Caicos 7-5.